Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday. Happy Columbus Day. I can already tell, looking in the chat, that some of y'all didn't have to go to work today. Because I see lots of names that I don't normally get to see during the live. So thank you so much for deciding to come and spend some of your time with me today. Hey, Tara. How you doing, honey? And my voice, can y'all hear me? Okay, did not know that was going to pop up there. That's okay. Anyway, can y'all hear me okay? Is it too loud? Is the music too loud? How's the balance? Want to make sure that everything is balanced and not too loud anywhere. love this. You guys rock. Thank you so much. Somebody pop an emote in to make sure that our emote wall works. Just to make sure. So I know it's working on the Twitch side. Not sure if it's working on the YouTube side yet. And yeah, it works. It works. Yes. Hey, Kamado. Welcome in, honey. Alrighty. The welcome thing. I don't know if the welcome thing is not working, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to reset it. So we're going to see if when y'all say stuff, it automatically gives you a welcome. There we go. That means y'all were chatting before I turned the thing on, so it didn't register like it's supposed to. Anyhow, alrighty. Okay, so let's see, who all do we have in here right now? I did fix the stream stickers because it logged itself out again. Miss Crystal is in here. Welcome in. Christina Holloman, Five Cousins, Sharu Messerschmitz. I hope I said that right. Miss Tara and Jana. I'm scrolling, looking for new names. I love this one where you just said, hey, Debbie J. And then Kamado says, hey, Jana. You guys are so fun. Thank you. All right, everybody, it looks like, okay. We have Tara over on the Twitch side. Yay. Thank you so much. Saying hello to Miss Maureen. Maureen Pryor is in the house too. So thank you guys for popping in and hanging out with me today. I hope you got the emails and all the things. If you aren't already on my email list and you'd like to get notified when I go live, I really need to start upping it up a little bit though. Because I haven't been sending it out when I have a video. And I had a video come up on, what day was that? Saturday? Yeah, on Saturday. Super, super cute. I will grab it in a bit. I don't remember where I put it at the moment, but lineup card, super easy to do. We have Ruth Miser in the house and Miss Terry Cooper. Yay, welcome in, ladies. Alrighty. But yeah, if you haven't already seen that light up card, you need to see it. And it is one of the easiest ones I think I've ever done because I didn't have to plan out the card front because it was made with what's called a fun front. At least that's what BoQ Creates is calling theirs. It's basically where you've already got the card front already done and you just basically put everything together, and the lights were super easy to add on. I actually used the easy lights instead of the one light this time, and it's so cute. So if you haven't already seen that video, be sure to head over there after we get done. Thank you, Miss Tara. Tara says it was cute. Yeah, I think that would, there was another one I was thinking about doing, but I the only downside to the collection that she gives is that it's one of each. So it just basically means you won't have any duplicate cards when you give out to people, and that's kind of fun too. But that means that I have to decide what I'm going to do on each individual one. So I can't do a sample one. But anyway, I think that was fun. And there's another one in the pack that has got a reindeer that I'm thinking would be great to have the nose light up. And that's what I told the owner of BoQ Creations when I met her. And if there had been two in the pack, I would have done that one. And she said that it was actually an image based on her puppy. So that is also really, really, really cute too. So anyhow, anything else? Yeah, that will be really fun. I think we were talking, I have a feeling that timing is probably not going to work out, but we're going to have to see. I may do in live class in Oviedo. Yeah, I think she's in Oviedo, in her shop, showing how to do the lights. But again, it's where we haven't hooked back up. It's been a couple of weeks and we're starting to run out of time. So I don't know if I can actually squeeze it in anymore. Terry Cooper, hello, hello. I already ate. Have a feeling I would be hungry if I didn't. That's because we're gonna talk pasta. We are talking pasta today. We will be using the Buon. I always thought it was spelled B-O-N, not B-U-O-N, but I'm just going with Buon Appetito. We're going to be using, oh, thank you, Kamado. So she loves I made that yesterday, and it was super easy too. I'm right now planning a summit video where I'm going to be making some mugs. So I was just messing around and made this one yesterday based off like Canva design. And yes, this was not printed. You can see the imperfections everywhere. And yeah, I think I figured out how to avoid this part too on the ends where it kind of ghosted in places. And there are some parts where I didn't color quite as well. And this is all using black marker from Artistry and a design that I printed off that I got from Canva. So yeah, yes, there's a kitty in there. Kitty, and some of them look like jack-o'-lanterns. They have jack-o'-lantern faces, and I was very tempted to take another marker, another color marker, and color in a couple of the ghosts. But I decided, no, I'm going to leave it just black and white. Thank you, Jana. I think it was fun, and so I went ahead and showed y'all. The last time I tried doing a mug, I kind of messed up, and I think I figured out why. And this one worked out fine, so I'm happy. So this was kind of just a simple. Kamano says, on camera, I can't really tell any imperfections. Adds to the spookiness, right? Well, first off, I'm going to show y'all my imperfections because these are the things that I noticed that y'all might not notice. But if you used it for a while, if say that you got this one and you used it for a while, you probably would. So there are parts where the coloring was not solid. Okay. Different places where it's not solid. And the mouth of the jack-o'-lantern is not completely solid either. There's little bits of white that still show through. I did color this one twice. The first time when I was tracing, and yes, I traced all of the lines in order to get the black lines on there. But as I was tracing the ghosts, I messed up on one of them. And then I tried to fix it, and it was like, well, how this big, all these are like thin lines to show the outline of the ghost, and this one was a thick one. It's like, nope, that one went in the trash, so I just started over. I said, okay, I'm going to do this one this way. I did get fairly straight lines because I used mint tape for the borders to make sure that I got those straight, because sometimes drawing a straight line is a challenge. But using some mint tape didn't rip the copy paper. That was all done on copy paper too. Anyway, we will be doing more Artistry things. You guys know that I'm getting together with Elizabeth on the third Tuesday of the month, and we're gonna have this month we're gonna have Ashley from Artistry with us, so that is gonna be so super fun. Okay, they are ghosts. It's okay if you can see through them. Okay, kitty, yes. Okay, so we are gonna play with the, let me get this out of the way so it's not quite as, it's still. There, now you can see that there are words on the stamp. So now we can see this part. This is the Stay Saucy stamp set. Super fun sentiments. Stay saucy, my friend. And you guys got to hear this on the 10th when I read through all of the things and rushed through. I don't really have a deadline yet, but we might. Hey, Mary Jo, welcome in. Oh, by the way, when you guys see an extra hello from me in the chat and you see that my fingers are not on the keyboard, is because I've got it automated. So when you say hi, I think it's when you say hi. Let me see what Mary Jo said. She said hello. So when you say hi or hello, it automatically replies back to you. So I like that. With a Polish posh. Oh, with a posh. Oh, saucy. Saucy. You mean like Todd is saucy? They said I should say it with a posh English accent. And that was a little bit difficult. Is she trying to kill herself in that picture? She's got a clear bag over her head. Okay, Todd's looking at the Book of Face and really, really odd. Anne-Marie is on a break at work. Great. Welcome in, Anne-Marie. Okay, so stay saucy, my friend. You're the Ravi best. Penne for your thoughts. Love you. Hugs. I always love the hugs ones. You're beautiful inside and out, as in bow tie. Ciao, Bella. Time to carb load and celebrate. TMO. Great, as in grating cheese. Great friends. Finish each other's pastas. Take it slow like Sunday sauce. Grazie. More spaghetti, less upsetty. That may be one of my favorite ones. Hello, full of gratitude and possibly ricotta. Oh, that's the music. Okay. I was thinking, what's that sound I'm hearing? Sending macaroni kisses. Best wishes. Thanks for fall you do. Okay. Pasta la vista. Pasta la vista, baby. With you, life's never plain pasta. For you, stay strong and pasta on. And happy birthday. Ruth says that she sent me a DM of pasta related stamps and dies. Oh my goodness. Do I have to pull up the Discord? Apparently I do. Oh, by the way, if and when Cordelia pops in, wish her a happy birthday, because I have a bot inside of Discord that told me today that it's her birthday, because I don't remember my birthday half the time. So, all right. So the ones that she got are from Crafter's Companion.
Go and see in Discord. Shopping adventures, lol.
Yeah, I get it, honey. I definitely do. Mac and cheese day. Live your pesto life. You are tortellini awesome. You mac me smile. These are all from Crafter's Companion. So it's where Ruth's not getting this one because she's got something similar from Crafter's Companion. One thing that I did notice is that Crafter's Companion, because they're UK, some of the stuff that's on the Crafter's Companion site is not available in the US, which that is what it is. But to be honest, that's probably one reason why I don't get them as much. I know that different machines, different tools kind of sometimes work better in different locales, and it makes total sense. I like my Spellbinder stuff better in general for a lot of things, but I do have some Crafter's Companion. I just haven't had a chance to use it in a while because I do so much design team stuff that I can't mix in other dyes. So if you ever wonder why I'm not using other companies' dyes, it's because I love Spellbinders so much and I do so much with Spellbinders. Can't really mix in other stuff. When I'm using Scrappy Tails, I'm not going to mix other stuff in with theirs either, because I want to be focused on what Sabrina creates with that. So that's kind of how those work, and the reason why you don't see a lot of the other stuff when I don't have the time to play with extras. I'm trying to make it so I have time to play with extras, and it's coming along slowly, but it's coming along. So y'all like my mug, huh? Yeah, those are all great sentiments. I love those kind of sentiments. So what we've got in this set, we've got Pasta Friends, which has got all these different kinds of pastas, and they all have little faces, and they have little legs, and they have little arms, and that's just too fun. Even the mushrooms have faces. I mean, yeah. This, I think, is gorgeous. Yeah. Raviolis and yeah, all the different pastas. And then we have got ingredients. So we've got tomatoes and that's garlic. I think that might be part of the garlic. That makes more sense. I was thinking these were two different things, but I think those are garlic together. So this one has got the face and that's the regular piece of it. Hi, Tamara. Yeah, little arms and legs. So cute. I know, right? You don't have to use them with the arms and legs, though. You don't have to. They forgot a pasta bowl die. Well, that's because you put the pasta in the bowl, right? Okay, Ruth says, Debbie, what room has no windows or doors? Todd? What room has no windows or doors? he's thinking. A mushroom. He hates mushrooms. He doesn't like the fungus. I like mushrooms, but he doesn't. So I can't actually cook anything with mushrooms in it, right? So sometimes I'll saute. I'll buy mushrooms. Usually I go with Baby Bella, and I think is that what I don't remember the words. Anyway, I will get yeah, Baby Bella, because that's portobello mushrooms. So the Baby Bellas, and then I'll cut those up and I'll saute them in butter. Yes, I don't like them raw, but do them in butter, and then I'll add them to my eggs and stuff. And he has separate eggs. So, Terry Cooper says, "I seen the smoke rising from Todd's thinking." Kamada says, "I don't like mushrooms either. They have to be chopped up really small for me to eat them." Texture thing, really. My thought is I like the taste of them when they're sauteed in butter. It's part of it probably just has to do with the salt in butter. Todd says they're slimy and nasty. And me talking about food might not be a good idea because I'm trying not to eat much. Yesterday I was planning on getting in the recording of that video that I told you I was doing. I was trying to get that done yesterday and didn't happen because we had to go look at cars and we spent all day test driving and stuff. It was fun. Haven't done it. We got mushrooms all over the screen. They are filling those chat up with mushrooms. Oh, okay. Norma says, "My mom said they feel like fat in your mouth." That's only if you cook them in butter or stuffed or all those other ways that you can make them. It's the extra stuff. Mushrooms in themselves are not bad. Bad for you. Otherwise, they wouldn't have them on salad bars. So in and of themselves, they're not bad for you, but when you put all the extra stuff in there, oh yeah. Yeah. Todd got himself a new vehicle, so he doesn't have to work on the van anymore. And it's nice. It's comfortable. It's not a sports car. It's actually we got a Toyota. Was that a Cross? Toyota Corolla Cross. So it is sitting out in the driveway now, so he won't have to work on the van. Won't have to. Doesn't mean that he won't. He probably will, because that's going to be still the plant van, the one where he picks up mulch and dirt and plants and all the things to go in the back. So it's still going to work for this other one's going to be the one that he gets to take to and from work every day. I have to figure out, where do I want that? Okay. I think what I want to start off with is this lovely beauty. Love that. And why not just do I want heavyweight. We're going to go with heavyweight cardstock for this part today. And of course, now I'm going to want to have fettuccine for lunch, which, yeah. Norma just got a Honda Pilot. Yeah, he's been okay, you guys, I think y'all know enough about the Todd to know he researches everything. And he researches a long time. And it takes him a while to make a decision because he wants to make sure he's making the correct one. So a lot of us have got some OCD in our brains, but he kind of has more. The possibilities are endless. Love that, Kamado. Okay, this is really, really pretty, though. Let me grab... This one is 3D, so that means I have to remove the platform top. For you guys that have got the Platinum 6, y'all know what I'm talking about. Or the extended plates on the Platinum 6. Gianna, we call the research running the numbers. My husband is the same way as Todd. Well, the only problem is sometimes I don't know if he's ever going to make a decision because it will be months, if not years, sometimes before he decides. This time it was only a couple of weeks. So, yeah. And while we were out, I had to keep asking him, okay, what are you thinking? How are you leaning? What are your thoughts? Because I did not expect us to get a car yesterday, but he said if he found something that he loved, he was going to. And I don't even 100% know that he loved it. Oh, Amaranth says, I got it today, Spellbinders Platinum. I got it today, Spellbinders Platinum 6. Yay! So you got I think they only have the ones with the extended base plate. So just because I don't know if you've opened it or not yet, your platform comes in 2 pieces. One comes off, and that is so that you can do the 3D embossing folders and have enough space for that. So I am super excited, honey. We are going to have to play. So you're going to have to keep me posted as to what you have and what you're doing and all the things. Okay, look at that texture. I have to make sure that it's not in that light. Let me lower that one a little bit. There we go. You have to have a little bit of shadow. You can't see the texture, but isn't that gorgeous? I think I kind of want to add color, but I kind of don't because I love the way that that looks. I did have an idea yesterday, though. I've slept since the idea hit, so I'm probably not going to do the full thing, but I do want to do something. Let me grab out another die. This one will be fun. I don't use the scallop labels and tag dies very much, so I should use that. Do I have anything that'll fit on a tag? I also never use tags on my cards, so I think I might want to do that. Emboss it lightly with gold. I was kind of thinking that too, but I kind of want to leave it white. So that's why I'm going to do something else. And that's actually good for 2 panels. So I'm going to cut this one down. To 4 1/4. So I'll have 2 heavyweight panels here. And one reason why I like the heavyweight panels is the heavyweight looks really good when you emboss it with a 3D embossing folder. Just saying. Just saying. You'll have to experiment with your own to see what you like. So we have this size, have that little tag thing that I can use there. That's not giving enough extra space. I think that's what I want to do. And you'll see what I'm doing in just a minute. Just a minute. Just a minute. All right. I'm going to do one first because otherwise it's going to mess up. And I also need to cut this in half because it's going to be 2 cards. Isn't that pretty though? Ooh, yummy. Yeah, it makes me hungry. All right, we're going to go ahead and die cut this one out real quick. And since I'm die cutting, I'm able to use both platforms. I'm saying this part mostly just as reminder for Amarit because she just got in this exact machine. So when you're doing regular die cutting, you use both. If you have a magic mat, and I do, so that's what I'm going to use. And then your acrylic plate that goes on top. And again, you want to turn it at an angle so you don't, so it cuts easier. Also want to make sure I don't go over the edges because I actually want to use the outside part. Christina says, I love it when people name their tools helpers. I never think to do that. Yeah, I don't really have any of mine named. I mean, I call my scout a scout because it's a scout. My only tool that I call by name is the Todd. He laughed.
I was waiting for you to say that.
He said he was waiting for me to say that.
Because I'm a tool.
Because he's a tool.
Which is not a compliment, by the way.
He says it's not a compliment. Of course it is, honey. And I just thought of something else. I'm going to actually use the other piece on here. I wasn't going to, but now I'm gonna. And Tara did tongue out the mouth laughing emoji, honey. So we are going to do this. I'm going to try to do it so it's going to match up with this one. So let me find where that one was. Or I'll do this. No. Yeah, I'll do this one because I know where it is. All right. And let's see how far did I actually go on that one. I'm looking. I can't see what I'm doing. If it's off a little bit, that's okay. It's going to be close enough. But I'm going to also put this one in there. So we are going to emboss both of them at the same time. And you may wonder, well, why did you cut it out first? The reason I cut it out first is because if you emboss before, that's not fitting. Okay. Sorry about the shake. If you emboss before, if you emboss before you cut, you will kind of sort of probably smush it a little bit. Although it is where you can do that and then you can re-emboss after the fact as long as you get everything in the right spot, all the things. Okay, so I'm taping on the back and now I'm going to put this back into my embossing folder. And now we're going to run that one through it and it's going to emboss both of those pieces. And again, I did remove that top the platform top. Okay, so now we have both of those that are embossed that we could use on one card, we could use it on more than one card, whatever. Okay, so looks like Terry says a special tool that meows. Christina says, I love my magic mats. I have one or more for all of my machines. I took all of mine out last week. Oh my God. I have a lot of them. I have some still in the packages because I don't want to have any of them. You know, I don't want one of them to warp so bad it can't be used and not have a spare. So I have multiple spares. Plus, scrapbook.com, they put it on sale. You know, so if they put them on sale, then I've gotten more. I don't need any more right now. I do have the regular magic mats. I've also got the magnetic magic mats, and I've got multiples. Okay, so now that we have that one done, I'm going to do it again. Okay. But I'm going to use a smaller die this time on another sheet. So let me put this one over the top. And if they don't line up perfect, it's going to be okay. And I'm going to kind of put it in the center there, and we're going to add a little tape to hold it down because I kind of want it to be a little bit of a tunnel. I don't do tunnel cards, but I'm going to attempt it with this because this is the idea that popped into my brain last night. So we shall see. So brought back out the platform top and my magic mat and the plate to go over the top of that. And we'll go ahead and run that through. So Anna Rich says, how many should I order of the magic mat? So this is the way that I did it. Usually they can come in 2 packs. So
all of them.
Todd says all of them. No, I don't want her to go broke on magic mats. They're not expensive, but if you buy all of them, if you buy all of anything, then nobody else is going to be able to have any, and you're going to be broke. Okay. Sometimes some of the companies, I don't know from scrapbook.com, I really don't, and I apologize. Sometimes companies, if you have a high enough order amount, they'll waive the shipping charges. I would say if you can save on shipping, order whatever dollar amount that you need to do that. Also, don't know if I'm assuming they do not have them anywhere else because it is a scrapbook.com exclusive product. So, that being said, I would say at a minimum, get a 2-pack of the Magic Mat and a 2-pack of the magnetic Magic Mat. And I have reason for that. As you use the Magic Mat, it warps. And if you're in the middle of a project and it is warped and it's all curvy and it's not going through flat like you like it, then you're either gonna have to stop and flatten it, and I can teach you how to do that. I do have a video showing how to do that, but you'll either have to stop what you're doing and flatten it out, or if you have a spare, you can use that. Or if you don't have a spare, you'll wind up cutting into your other mats, or you're gonna have a harder time die cutting because you don't have a flat surface to work with. That was my biggest headache with using the regular plates, because as they warped, my dies. Okay, you've got a warped plate. Let's say it's like that. I'm going to try to hold it like that. And you're trying to put a flat die on there, and it just doesn't want to cut right because it's not flat. Or if you've got it like this and it's bowed like that, it is a pain. So I always recommend having 2. I mean, if you want to get more than that, having an extra set is probably a good idea. I kind of rotate through mine. And you guys have seen, I do so much that mine do normally warp pretty fast. I have noticed that my pink and my red have not really warped as bad though. But that's just, yeah. If they have them on sale, be sure to get 2. It's okay, honey. So Amarit says that I guess I'm going to ask you a lot. Yep, no worries. Going back up to what Ruth said, was watching the Gina K replay and the fuse foiling gel. Haven't used that one, but I have a feeling that because all of her products are done by ThermoWeb, it's probably the same or similar to, where is it? The Transfer Gel or Transfer Gel Duo that we've used. There we go. Here we go. That we've used several times. So I'll have to look and see what it is. I have noticed that many of her products are ThermoWeb products, so it is very similar to what we've already got. So hello, Miss Danielle. So I'm going to try this one again, basically putting it in the same spot and making sure that I've got the little leaf up there at the top kind of as a marker for me. So they're probably not going to be lined up exactly right, but it's going to be kind of close. And taking the platform top out and then putting in the adapter plate D so we can get that embossing part done. Christina says the green and pink were on sale yesterday. I've been planning on, and Todd keeps telling me, why don't you go ahead and do that video? I've been planning on doing a kind of a revisit type of video on the Magic Mats. The last videos that I did that were dedicated specifically to those products were almost 5 years ago, I think. 4 years ago, 5 years ago, whatever. Okay, so Amarit has to leave because she's no longer on break. Okay, honey. Love ya. Okay, so now we have multiple panels. I'm trying to be gentle to not mess up any of my embossing. Does the magnetic mat come in a pack of 2? I believe that they do sell them individually and in 2 packs. And if they are on sale, grab it. I could always look. I also don't have a supply list yet for this on the SCRAP. There we go, scrapbook.com. I don't have it on the... I did not make a supply list yet. Those are the words. Like I said, we got home. It was dark when we got home, and then we had to have dinner, and we were both tired from over socialing. Because we were talking, Todd was talking more than me, but we were both talking a bit yesterday, doing that doing the car thing. Okay. 10% off, extra off using gift guide. I need to add this to my sales page. Todd Foot Alert just went up, and of course he's not in the room. Lisa Horton has new stuff. Everybody's got new stuff. I want the new stuff from Simon Hurley is what I want. Yeah. So let me look real quick. Come on, where is it? I'll go under die cutting. It's probably under there. I'm going to try to just click and everything. Okay, Magnetic Magic Mat. They do have it in a 2-pack. Regular price is $64. It is right now for sale for $30.49 US. A single one is $15.99, so it's actually less expensive per if you buy the 2-pack. And it also depends on which one you're wanting to get. There are different sizes. So the one I was looking at was the, I believe it's, no, that was the plus I was looking at. So the standard 2-pack is $30.49. The standard, where's the standard one? Okay, okay, I was right. The standard single for the magnetic is $15.99. So it's less expensive to buy a 2-pack if you're doing cost per unit than it is to buy them by 2 individually. And then the regular magic mats, I have to scroll down a bit for those. Welcome in. Okay, Mary Dickens wants to know what these things are for. I will show you in just a second. So the pink one is on sale for $7.99. That is actually a really good deal. It says it's regular $21. So the magic mats. Here's one. Here's one. Here, yeah, I have a lot of magic mats. Where's my magnetic? I've got at least a couple of magnetic ones. I've got some that are still in the packaging. So these are what we're calling magic mats. Okay. The magic mats are basically, they replace one of your cutting plates in most die cutting machines. So instead of having 2 plates, one that you cut into and one that's on top, you have the magic mat, which is a flexible, yeah, it's a self-healing mat. And then you have this one that's going to add that additional pressure to push it back down into the magnetic magic mat. Into the magic mat. And that helps you to be able to cut things out like these guys that we just did. So that's the magic mat. That's the regular one. And I've got it in black. I've got it in red for Christmas. I've got it in pink. I've got some mint ones that I haven't taken out of the package yet that I need to. And then we've got the magnetic magic mat. One side is a regular magic mat. Okay, so this one is just like the other ones. You put it through there, you cut into it, and the top plate has the extra pressure, and that cuts all your things out using your die cutting machine. The magnetic one, though, is just like it says. It is magnetic. Okay, so you could put a piece of card. I'm just going to grab something random. I'm not going to cut through this because I don't really want to do it. Put your die on there. So let's say you've got a sentiment. This is what I use them for. I use them for sentiments. I use them for stamped images. Anything that's stamped that has a coordinating die that I want it to go and fit perfectly around, I'm able to position this so it's going to go right where I want it. And then when I run it through, it stays in place. You can shift it if you shift it around with your plate, okay? But it helps everything to stay in place a lot easier than when you try to do it with a regular plate or a regular magic mat. So that's what I use mine for. And I try to use it exclusively for that. Because like the magic mat, this can warp too. And when it warps, you're not able to flatten it back out because of the magnet that's in there. The magnet doesn't do it. If I don't have it, I do. Well, okay. I showed these last week. Are you talking about this? This is mint. This is the mint one. And I have 2 of those that I have not taken out of the package yet. So I have several extras, and it's basically where I forgot that I had extras, and every time I saw that they were on sale, I went ahead and got a couple more. And this has been months ago, but for the mint ones, I got those specifically because they were mint. Because it's close enough to teal. It's that blue-greeny color, and I like all of the shades in between. So it's kind of that color, and that's why I got them. So I hope that answered the question. Any other questions, though, about the magnetic magic mat? And I may actually go back and take the stuff out of the video and use that. You want the red one? Well, the red one came out at Christmas. See the little snowflakes? So they might come back out with it again because Christmas time? I don't know. All right, so my idea... And these actually do line up pretty good. Okay, I think you guys can see where I'm going here. But I'm also wanting to do that pop-up like what we did with the music stuff. You know, where we made it so that each of the levels pops out a little bit, and then you can tuck your things behind it. So right now I'm going to work on that part. It is 12:45, so I'm not running out of time yet. I am going to try to keep it short because, like I said, I've got that other video I really need to get done. I need to get all the things turned in really soon. Just put it that way, really soon. This also means that I've got these extra pieces here that I can use for another card. So putting these guys back. And like I said, this is an idea that popped into my head, I think, as I was falling asleep last night. And yeah, I do need to go ahead and get that supply list at least started, and that way you guys have the link. So I apologize for that. I was working on things having to do with mugs this morning. That's what I was doing. Okay, new product list. And today is the 13th. Okay, we are going to do Buon Appetito. I like the music. And the music I'm using right now, it's just where I downloaded some things from YouTube Music and just popped them into a playlist thing on my computer, and that's what it's going through. So it's all copyright free, so that is always fabulous, right? Bum, 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 bum. I will be back working on things again. I should probably give y'all a commercial instead of having you just look at me. I don't know. Open, open. This should just take a second, though. And I'm putting all of the things in it because I don't know. Let me go ahead and grab the link. I'll go ahead and put that in so at least I don't forget to do it. How do I do this now? They change things. There we go. Nope, that's not what I wanted either. So YouTube changed some stuff, so it's kind of more difficult for me to find what I'm looking for. Can I edit it over there? Apparently not. Well, that kind of sucks. Oh, there it is. Okay. They move things around. I don't know where everything is. Okay, so I just put the link to the visual supply list in there and saved it, so we're good there. Everybody said howdy. Jen just said howdy again. And now I'm going to add things to the list because I didn't do that part yet. One. This is so much quicker than what I used to do. Okay, I will tweak the list probably later on, but that at least gives you all of the stuff, all the different products that are in the Buon Appetito collection. They're now in that supply list on the thing. Computers. Why are we looking at computers? All right. I'm going to get back to what I was doing. So for this next part, I am just going to take some cardstock and my paper trimmer. And we're going to see if I can get this to work right. I think it will. And these are the same size. Good. And I think what I want to do is I want to do a V-fold, I think. Basically just do one fold in there. So I'm going to do these at 1 inch. And I'm going to need, I think, 4 of them. If I'm right.
To bring you this important message. I love you. Now back to our show.
Thank you, Jen. And then we'll take out our scoring tool. I'm going to score each of these at 1/2 inch. Actually, I did that wrong. I can use these strips for something else, but I did that wrong. Because I don't have anything to attach them with. Isn't that fun? Let's do another one. It's just cardstock, right? Okay, I'm going to do 1/4 inch. Then I'm going to do I'm going to do 3/4. And then I'm going to do at 1 1/4. And then right now I'm basically adding it up so I know where I need to cut. So I need to be cutting at about 1 1/2, I think. So I'm going to have it attached to these pieces at the, I'm going to have a 1/4 inch attaching it to each of the pieces, assuming that this is correct. And the piece in the middle, that part is going to be at 1/2 inch. It's going to have 1/2 inch little gussets. I may have to change this, but we're going to see. Because I am experimenting at this point. And of course my stuff is not actually correct. Ha ha ha. So I'm forcing it a little bit. Hey Chris, welcome in, hun. Okay. Actually, I could do better. It probably would be better if I did those 8.5. Because this is kind of what I'm thinking of doing. Of putting them like that in between each layer. So let's try it again. I got more paper. Jen says hello. Or rather, Jen says feet. All right. I'm guesstimating again. And if it doesn't work this way, you know what I could do? I could always just put foam in the middle. Well, welcome in, Dexter. So we have Dexter.
Morgan?
No, it's not Dexter Morgan. Dexter Itiro. I don't know what that is, But anyway, welcome in, Dexter. I'm going to call you Dexter because I can't see the rest of it. And thank you for the follow. Actually, I think that's going to work. I think that's going to work. I mean, it's not exactly what I was thinking, but I think it's still going to work. So if I attach it here, I can attach the next size to the next piece. You see that? And then I can attach the back to the back, and we will have it where it pops up and we'll have those layers, and then we can put different things in different areas. Okay, so let me do another piece. And I'm just scoring everything at 1/2 inch intervals. Oops. And that was a total of, it looks like one part of it probably wasn't quite that much, but that's okay. So this is basically a 3-inch piece. So I can cut this down to 3 inches. What are the final score lines? So we're going to have 2 pieces that are 3 inches wide, 3 inches by 4 1/4. I'm sorry, 3 inches by 5 1/2. And then we're going to have them scored at 1/4 inches. And then we're just going to accordion fold all of those bits. Does this tell you that I really like the one that went off to, I think it was Ruth got that one with the guitar and stuff? I really like the way that one turned out. Okay. And like we did before, I'm going to use some double stick tape and some liquid glue. Let me get all of my glues out. Actually, I could probably use, I think I'm going to use this time. I'm going to try it. And I'm just going to confirm how I decided I wanted to do it. Okay, I'm going to do it like this. So the first one is going to have with the mountain up against the edge, okay? So we've got a flat piece going in. So that's the first one I'm going to do. I am going to use liquid glue on this too because I do want it to stay sturdy. But even with, yeah, that is sticky. I couldn't tell if it actually did anything. But I like my dot liner type of adhesive. This one is from AdTech, and it's actually, I think it's actually stronger than my dot liner I used to use. And I'm going to cheat. I'm going to use my scoring tool. I'm going to use this ledge, this little edge here to help me line it up. If you've got your T-square from Pear Blossom Press, that will help. Anything that's going to basically make it so that you can line it up flush at the bottom so that everything goes on there straight. Okay, so there's the first one. And then we're going to do this one, which is on the inside, and I want it to be attached. I'm going to have to look again because watch. It'll probably turn out that I did it wrong. We want this one in the back. Okay, and then this one can go. This also means I could probably have done an extra one. I'm going to have this one in that valley. And okay, you see where I'm doing it? That's where I'm going to put that one. So it's going on that section there. And I'm hoping that over time, I'm going to get this basically down pat and figure out exactly how I like it the best. Because I've changed my mind since the last time I did it. Okay, gonna line that up. Again, I'm putting it up against that edge. I'm trying to make sure I'm pushing the whole thing down to keep that side. When you have everything folded like this, it's hard to keep it straight. Okay, there we go. This actually makes it so there's a bigger gap between these first two. And then we're going to have the last one, which is going to be a solid panel and still having that little it's not a leaf, it's actually a shell. I was thinking leaf when I was looking at it to begin with. I'm going to do this one, so this part is going to be on the back, and then I might put another panel on the back, or you could always put a card base on the back, and this could be your card front. Hey Norma, welcome in, honey. I know, this is so pretty. And it's just food, and now I'm getting hungry. Yeah.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message. I love you. Now back to our show.
Now, like I said, my pastas are not going to line up exact, but it's going to be close enough. Okay, so there's one side. So it is going to pop up some, and I think that's going to be cool. This is going to be thicker than the card that went to Ruth, I believe, but I still think it's going to be cool. Hi, Carmen. Welcome in, hon. Oh. So now I need to do this on the other side and try to do it the same way. So I can start it off with putting adhesive on this end. And that's going to go in the back. So I'm going to go back to front. Okay, there we go. And then the next one is going to go on this piece here. I'm just comparing it with the other side to make sure that they match. So it's going to go on this piece here. Yeah. Hey, Ronan. We're going to play with pasta if I ever get around to actually die cutting out the pasta pieces. Have to make sure it does fine it going flat. Okay, and then this piece is going to be on the top side here. Okay. Hey, Smalls, how you doing, hon? Okay. Excuse me. That looks like it's a little bit crooked, but it's probably close enough. But I think that looks kind of cool. We have pasta. It's a pasta bowl. You wanted a pasta bowl? We got a pasta bowl. All right, now I'm going to trim this down a little bit because there are pieces that are not... That actually, this is enough that I think I'm going to do something I never do. And wish me luck. I am going to attempt to actually cut this straight right up against the edge there, because there's parts of it that are longer, and this is thick enough. No, instead, I'll be right back. I'm going to go use my big paper trimmer because, yeah, it's going to be able to cut through all of that without a problem. Well, I lied. That doesn't work either. I couldn't get this. This is thick enough where it does not want to go under the bar on my other paper trimmer. And I can already tell that this is also a little bit crooked, but it's okay. Okay, so the top is pretty much flat, which is good. It stands up. That's what counts, right? All right. So there is our base to start off with. I think that's going to be cute. So now I just need to cut out a bunch of little things to go in there and do a couple of sentiments. Okay, so who else popped in and I didn't see? I think I tried to run an ad while I was off, but I don't know if it actually worked. Hey, Adelaide! We always say close enough for government work. I know, right? So hello, Miss Ava, and welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Coal patrol. Are we going to be doing coal patrol while I do die cutting? Is that what y'all have planned? So I do like that style of card. I just haven't done any in forever, and I don't really know the exact measurements, so I'm making it up as I go along. But I always tell y'all, play, right? So it looks like that wasn't Idolite that did that. Was that Chris? I think that was Chris that is now still in the Coal Patrol. Yeah. Okay, no, Chris is up now, so I don't know who did it the first time. It may have been, what's her name? It may have been Idolite. Now Jen's gonna do it too. Santa's drunk. So Jen's been naughty again. I was not expecting anything different. Has Norma been naughty or nice? Norma's been naughty. Too much eggnog. Just too tasty. He's been lying. Carmen? Has Carmen been good or bad? Now that's a good question. Carmen? Carmen has been nice. That's awesome. And then Miss Christina Holloman. It looks like Christina's been naughty. Oh, question is, has Ronan? Well, Ronan's not going to do it because he already knows the answer. Tara? Has Tara been naughty or nice? So we don't know because Ronan, Santa and I have an agreement. He stays out of my way and I stay out of his. So Ronan knows. Ronan knows. So we've got a few little pastas done. Is that hard? Does that cut it all the way out? I think it did. Okay, this one I did not realize was a cut, and so I'm going to cut another one of my... Well, I need to cut another one anyway, but because we need more than one ravioli. I'm going to go ahead and cut some more of these, but I want to have my ravioli pastas be 2 pieces. Tara likes Santa. And this is an off-white cardstock, so it's not yellow, it's not brown, it's kind of in between. It's a very light one. Cold enough to stay warm. Oh, it was chilly enough here, guys, believe it or not. Todd was complaining about being cold. So you know what I did? I went and got him a bathrobe. This is the first day that he is able to wear one of our fuzzy bathrobes first thing in the morning. Now we've got the windows open and it's still too warm now for him to wear it anymore. Oh, well. What? Kelly? No. Kelly's got snow already. Of course, she's in the UK, so. But does Ruth have snow? Jen loves the Coal Patrol. Oh, I love, okay, that's what it was. So she said, Jen said, you love your coal patrol. Okay, that's what it was. And over on Twitch, guys, if you're not subbed over there, then you know what? You're going to get an ad in a minute or so. It says it's going to be starting in a minute. I do like the music. It's kind of got this little beat going. I got a couple of macaronis. New Jersey, Northwest New Jersey, 52 degrees. Yeah, no. That's why I live in Florida, hun. I'm not going to do it. Ain't going to do it. Wouldn't be prudent. Not at this juncture. Yep, not going to do it. I can't do cold. Well, I can, but I don't wanna. And discovered recently that when I was growing up, I was sad. I had seasonal... What's the next word? Seasonal affective disorder. Or something like that. Basically means that because it was gloomy, I was sad. And I'm one of those people that I try not to be sad ever, right? Kelly's craft food items. These are so cute. That's probably more than enough pasta for this one card. Probably. So let me put them back on. There's also pieces in here for... Oh, there's an olive. I just found there's an olive right there. So I may make some black olives because I like those. I haven't done anything with the mushroom yet. We do need to do the feet and the arms. And I don't know what this is, but it looks like a bell. Oh, I think I know what it is. I think that's like a plate, and then that one is like the cover that you put over your dish when you're serving it. Okay, in fancy restaurants, I'm not fancy. We do have some spaghetti that I haven't done anything with yet. I could cut out a spaghetti and we'll see how that does. So this piece, let me see what they've done with color on this, because I don't know. Okay, it looks like they cut both pieces out basically the same color, and they may have done a little shading on one. Okay, we can do that. So there is the spaghetti. And then I'm going to do these other pieces in black. I think this one is so that I can have cheeks and mouth for basically everybody. So I think they did one piece for that. Of course, I don't actually need to use that one. I can just use a piece of cardstock and color it. Oh, I need to keep that out. Put my pasta back on here so I don't lose them. Okay. Is that everything? I think that's everything. We also have a hat. Brussels or Brussels sprouts? La 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 la. Yeah. Do not tear spaghetti. There we go. We got our spaghetti. That one's going to need a knife for the rest of it, though. Where'd I put my knife? Where's my knife? Oh. I think my pasta ran off with my knife. I don't understand what Kelly said. Kelly said, sprouts, I have paper. Oh, okay. You have Christmas paper with Brussels and Christmas. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. You have Brussels sprouts. Yeah, that's another thing that the Todd will not eat. Okay. I have to find my craft knife that I just had because I was just using it. Did I put away? I've got 2 of them and they're both missing. Well. Oh, there it is. I just want to make sure that I don't rip anything. And some of this looks like it's trying to stick where it didn't cut all the way through. So I'm being gentle. Okay. Ooh. Norma says, I only like Brussels sprouts when they are shredded and baked in the oven. Well, that means you could just do cabbage like that. That'd be easier to shred than those little bitty Brussels sprouts because Brussels sprouts basically taste like cabbage. I like them with lots of butter and salt.
So what you're saying is you don't actually like Brussels sprouts.
Todd, everything needs seasoning of some sort. And the seasonings that I grew up on was butter and salt. Okay, salt. Salt was what I grew up on. I always added salt to everything. So Todd was saying, oh, you mean that you don't like Brussels sprouts? Yes, I do like Brussels sprouts. I will eat them without the butter and salt, but I like them better with butter and salt. Yeah, he tends to not like really anything that's green. They taste totally different than cabbage when you shred them with a knife and bake them. I'm going to have to try it like that then. I also try to do frozen if I can at all possibly find stuff frozen because if I do them fresh, they won't get eaten and, and they'll go in the garbage. Okay, so here's our little spaghetti. Isn't that cute? We do have extra pieces too. We've got mushrooms and stuff too. Hey Elka, how are you doing, hun? Welcome in. Okay. Oh yeah, I needed to cut out some black. And then I can start coloring these guys and then decide, do I want to add the garlic or the tomato? I'm thinking these are going to be more colorful, so I'll probably want at least a couple. So cheese and garlic and mushrooms, and the tomato, of course, is going to be big, and yeah, and then the meatballs. I am just deciding. Okay, let me grab some black. Where's my black? There's my black bag. Everybody's talking food because we're playing with food. Oh, hello, Infinity. Is Idelaine's birthday today? What? Is it your birthday today, Adeline? Hey, Miss Stephanie. Welcome in, hun. That one's not going to fit there. That will fit there, though. So we're going to have us... I'm going to put them both down here at the bottom. Party's ready to get started now because Stephanie's in the house. Idolite says she's a summer child. Okay, I know that Cordelia's birthday's today, but I haven't seen her pop in yet. Or at least that's what it says over in Discord. And the olives are probably supposed to be green, but I like black olives, so that's what I did. One set of legs and one set of arms. I don't even know how many pieces of pasta we have. Yeah, I love black olives. Yeah. But I mean, the dyes, because they cut the two different pieces, I think one is supposed to be red and the other one's supposed to be green because of the pimento that they put in there. But I like my olives black. I like that. Like I said, I like salt. Okay, so that's going to be 2 sets of arms and legs. And then I've got 1, 2. Looks like I've got 6 more extra arms. I don't know. You could make one of these guys into like an octopus if you wanted to. Tara says, do you remember me from FCCS Linda? Okay, I'm going to do one more set and then I'm going to start putting them together because otherwise I'm probably going to have extra arms and legs.
Would not be very good. Nope.
Alderman out. That's how you. Okay, that works, Christine. I say, wait a minute. Is it? I really need to have everybody on a good birthday list. So I think I have it set up in Spark for you to put your birthday and stuff in there. It's one of those things that there's a feature that I think I've got turned on that I don't really know what I'm doing with yet. So I really need to do something with that because I want to be able to send you guys out birthday cards and stuff when it comes birthday month. And of course, unless I've got something telling me it's time to do it, I'll forget. All right, now I want, I want a mat of some sort to make it easy to hold these guys. I'm going to use this one. This actually came with my glass mat. It's got a silicone paint thing on there, so it's going to help me to hopefully hold everything in place. And then I'm going to take out some of my blending brushes, and we're going to use Ronan. I think I did send you a birthday card last year. I think it was last year where you got the little dragon. And right now I'm just using what's left on my brush just to add a little bit of color to the edges. And here's the face. So if I put the face on, you can see it better, but I think I want to do a little extra on there too. Let me grab out my 2 favorites. We've got Weeping Willow, and of course we have Cookie Dough. Cookie Dough. Infinity just had theirs on October the 3rd. Yeah, I have to make sure that I put it into the, I really want to have that in the membership. That needs to be a benefit for y'all. It does need to have some pink behind the eyes, so might as well use a piece of the scrap that we've got over here. We're going to color that up in some red. Just what's left on my brush. Did I just flip it over? Yeah, I did. I flipped it over. And we'll put that behind his little face. Jen says that she's a Gemini. That means your birthday is, I think, in or around May. I don't even know my husband's sign, but I know my first husband's sign. He was a Gemini. What's your sign, babe? He just looked at me. Funny. That's true. He says he always looks at me funny. And it is very true. Okay, so you're the beginning of June. Bob was at the end of May. I kind of want it to be redder than that, though. All right, they're going to take that back off, and I'm going to add a little bit more color to it. And to do that, where's my little pouncers I had out here? Here's my baby pouncers. All right, now I'm going to add it back on there, and now it's going to make the cheeks and the mouth redder. And of course, I am missing some of what's happening in the chat, but that's okay. You guys are allowed to talk to each other. I thought about putting some foam, but if I do that, I'm not sure how it's going to work with this, depending on where I place my little ravioli. So I'm not going to do it. It's going to be another card without the foam, believe it or not. It's still going to have dimension, though. Bump, 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 bump. It's so cute. Let's put his little feet on him. He's so cute. Terry Cooper says foam. No, we're not going to do foam. I'm not sure what I want to do with the arms either, because it depends on where they are as to whether or not I want them to be, you know, where I want their arms to be. Let's go ahead and do our spaghetti dude. Okay, so for this one, I think I'm going to come in with Weeping Willow. And I don't care that I'm picking up a little bit of the red get mixed in with it. Mostly because spaghetti and meatballs, they usually have red sauce, right? So that one's going to be a little darker than our first one. And where's his pasta? Oh, here's the spaghetti. Oh, that's going to be cool. Okay, Mary Dickens has to go. Her landscaper is there. Well, welcome. I'm there. It's fine, hun. Come back later. And if you want to check the replay, it will be up. And we love having you here. So thank you so much, honey. putting little dots of glue all behind my pasta. Look at the spaghetti. I think he's cute. Okay. I think he needs legs too, though. I'm going to have to make more legs. I already can tell. I'm going to have to make more legs. I think I only have 3 pairs of legs. I'm kind of getting an idea of where I want them, and I think what I'm going to start doing is I'm just going to start putting them in. As I make them, I will start adding them, and then if I don't have enough, I can make more. If I have too many, that just means it's a pastafarian. What's a pastafarian? Not that I know you're calling this one, but what is it? I've never heard of a pastafarian. So I've got that little guy there. I think I want this one to be up here in the front. So I'm going to have his legs, his little feet attached, and the bottom, let's see, side of him over here. Terry says, my goodness, Serenity will love a card like this. One of her favorite foods. I know, right? Okay, so next up. I've got one more pair of legs, but the other ones don't really need them. We can have them hanging and stuff too. That's what I was thinking is going to be cute. Let me go ahead and color this little guy. Haven't decided where I want him yet. And he's a little bit more red for his mouth, for his cheeks. There we go. Now we just need a good red wine to go with it. I think I'm going to have him hanging at least by this arm. So let me go ahead and add his little arm to him a little bit there. Da, da, da. I can't think of words, but that's okay. So he's going to be hanging there. Oh gosh, that's going to be cute. Okay, I gotta do this. Or I could do him I could have him hanging back there, but I think I want to have him up here. So it looks like he's holding on. Y'all are just hungry. Norma says, I never thought I would like a food card, but this is really cute. That's because look at them. They're adorable. Oh, and this looks like it might be a foot. I think I'm going to add regular feet just hanging straight down to him. Yeah, we're going to put this one underneath there. Have you seen my rat cards? I'm going to have to... I think we talked about those last week. We thought that, yeah, we thought they were mice. And you said that they were rats because I thought they were mice because they were cute. And mice can be cute. Oh, did I put it on the back? I did. I put the glue on the back. That's okay. Then I need another arm. Where's me another arm? Here's another arm. So this arm... it's just going to go on the side over there. Rats can be cute too. I don't know. Hasta la vista, baby. Okay, we have bow tie guy. Let's give him a little bit of face and give him some color on his body there. Stephanie's over on Twitch now too. She's over there with the cool kids. Frozen image. Huh. Why do you have a frozen image, Carmen? Huh. Oh, okay. I see what you need. It's me. My face is okay. I need to reset that camera. Give me just a sec. Because apparently my camera decided to be a pain in the butt. Bump. Making sure y'all know that I am still moving here. Let me reset that and see if it does anything. It may not do it. Huh. I don't know. Why isn't it... Okay, there's a new button on here I'm going to try out, although I don't know if it actually works. And I always forget which one is what. I'm going to try that one, if I can get it to click. That's not the right one. Okay. Give me just a sec, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, guys, I'm giving up on my face part, so I'm sorry about that. I will have to see what I can do to fix it later. There was something I was using yesterday for Saturday for class that worked great for that, but it may have caused some issues because it's one of those plugins that doesn't really want to participate. It doesn't want to play nice right now because of updates. Everything's getting updated, and I love that. It makes new things. Yeah, I love all the new things, but sometimes it doesn't want to work anymore. And I think on this one, I probably should have gone with cookie dough, but I got distracted by the tech not wanting to work. But we have us, we have us little guy here. I think he's still cute. So thank you guys for sticking around and being patient with me while I was trying to fix the tech. And I'm sorry that it didn't actually work. Let's see what we've got. I got a couple of little legs here. So these legs go like, see, both of those are that side. I thought they were all arms, and it turns out they're not. They are legs. So we've got them where they can go like that. So we're going to do that with this little guy. I'm trying to leave everything out so y'all can see it all, and then I'm not in the middle of the frame anymore. Yeah, it is what it is. So we're going to pick up one little leg, and then we're going to pick up another. This one's the right way. Which one's the right way? That one goes that way. That one goes onto my lap. Happy National M&M's Day. Honey, Todd, it's M&M's Day. Todd's already had some M&M's. But where's my other leg? These are all going that way. I don't want them all to go that way. I need them to go the other way. Well, I'm just going to put this one over that way, and we're going to say it's good. Even if it's not actually on there right. That's okay. Yeah. Little guys are dancing. I do think they need little arms, though. Let me put the arms on first. This is an arm. I will have to cut some more arms and legs if I add more little guys on here, I think. Jen, go ask them if you get any free M&Ms. That little guy needs an arm, I think. Yeah, I know he does. Almost looks like a butterfly. Rainbow, I mean, bow tie pasta does. It's missing garlic bread. Let's see, I wonder if I do more arms, do I have some to make them hold hands? Because I kind of want them to hold hands. These two guys. So I'm going to see if I can do that. Let me go ahead and cut out some more because I don't have enough for all the things. I've got 2 legs and 1 arm, and that ain't going to be enough. Oh, I have another one down here. So I have... I mean, any of these could be arms or legs, I think. I think I'm going to go ahead and add legs onto this little guy first, and then... No, nope, I'm not. I'm going to cut more. I'm going to cut more. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I think this is so cute. This is just so cute. Todd? Pasta. Pasta la vista, baby. All right. And why not go ahead and do I think I want to go ahead and do a meatball. Let's see, where did I put my browns? And then some sauce. That's a good color for pasta sauce. I think this one is the browns. This pasta is called Farfalle in Germany. Some years ago we made some kind of pens with them, looked really fine, and used the spray colors we use, and they were even waterproof. Cool. What's that, a puppy hiding? Huh? I'm not hiding. What are we talking about? Are you talking about my picture-in-picture is hiding? My picture-in-picture is hiding because the face cam's not working. If the camera's not working, I'm not going to bother trying to do that, and I don't want to take forever trying to fix it and take up the time away from you guys. So I do apologize for that, guys. I do. Pop on out, guys. They're not wanting to pop out. I'm probably just being impatient. I'll use that one last if I need to, because that one didn't want to pop out. Yeah, some of these are just not wanting to pop out today. I don't understand. They were fine earlier. Maybe it's because I had two different thicknesses of cardstock. That's very possible. Stephanie says, meow, Todd. He's ignoring us because he's focused on working on his bicycle. They're trying to get your attention. It's not working, guys. Okay, there we go. Let's make our meatball a bit darker using some weeping willow. And since this is already red, I might as well use it to go behind his cheeks. How much do I need? It's about that much. Okay, trim some of that off. Cute little cute little meatball. And I haven't been looking at the chat, guys. I am so sorry. I've been focusing on making my little characters. Yeah, these little foodies are definitely adorable. His arm didn't want to stick on there, though. It wanted to stick to my finger instead. I was thinking over here, but if I put him over there, he covers up the ravioli. But if he's right here, I think that's going to work better. He's going to be right beside our spaghetti. Going to put some glue on the spaghetti. So he has spaghetti and meatballs at the bottom. After he sticks, he has to stick first. All right, now we can maybe have legs for these guys. Let's see, what pieces do I have? And they go like this, so they're smiling. Okay, this other piece is the one that I kind of need now.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message. I love you. Now back to our show.
Thank you, Jen. I know, I'm focusing, guys. I'm sorry I'm so quiet. Y'all don't know what to do when I'm not talking. That's like Todd. He doesn't know what... He's worried when I shut up. Okay, I think that's good enough. I think I'm going to count that as a leg. I mean, I could use some of these as straight legs, but I don't really want to. You know, I kind of like the curvy. Well, I could. Nah, I like the curvy legs. And I may not do two. I may just do the one. Let's see how this is holding up. That looks so stinking cute. I keep wanting to add more things, and I don't know that I've got enough space on there to keep adding more things. Got that face. Uh-oh. New joke from Hey Harley, the black shepherd dog from Georgia Police Canine. How do you call two witches who share a broom? What do you call them? Oh, who share a room, not a broom. I was thinking broom because witch. Roommates. Okay, that actually looks okay with the legs like that. And I'm looking to see what else I have. Do I have, yes I do. I do still have some of this. A little bit more red. Yeah, that was a cute joke. So cute. So cute. Oh, that one's in the wrong spot. What's simply magical? Oh, the joke was simply magical. Yeah. Hey, Shauna, how you doing, hun? We are playing with pasta today. And this is what I've got so far. They're so cute. Kind of want to put these guys together. I do want them holding hands if I can make them hold hands. I don't know if I can, though. I'm going to try. Okay, now I need one going the opposite direction. These little pasta guys are... You made yours holding hands? Awesome. So we were both thinking the same thing. Okay, so put them like that. The hands are holding. Then I can press this down. Then I can adhere the hands together. Okay. So these guys still need additional arms. So let me go ahead and put arms on them. And then we're going to see if these guys can fit. I have no idea if they're going to fit in there or not. They're going to have to get tucked down behind things. Ah, his arm came up. Yeah, I can't have them with their hands holding hands because they're not gonna fit. Uh-oh. That guy's hand is gone, so this guy's just losing his hand. So instead, I think he's gonna go up here and the other one's gonna go down there and we'll call it good. Yeah, there's not enough room with that ravioli there. So he's just going to be hanging around up there. And then this guy is going to be down here at the bottom, but I'm going to give him an arm again because he lost his other arm. But that doesn't mean you can't do it. Yeah, he's just a slippery noodle. I know, right? Dang it, come on and stick on there. The glue is trying to stick more to my fingers than it is to the card. Thank you, Stephanie. I do think this is really getting adorable. I think I put too many characters on there, though. Too many characters. It's a pasta party. That is what this is. This is basically a pasta party. Okay, we're going to put glue on this side. There we go. So I can put the sentiment here, or I can do two. I do kind of like the pasta la vista, baby. And I still have more pasta to use on another one if I want to. Okay. I'm going to say this one is almost done, though. We just have the sentiment, and I know you guys are excited. So I'm going to go ahead and, assuming that this part works, which I'm assuming it does, because why do I look at the camera? I'm looking at the camera and talking to the camera, and y'all can't see me because the camera ain't working. Okay. Let's go ahead and make sure this is reset, and we're going to do a giveaway. So somebody's going to win this card. Yep. So go ahead and type into the chat !join if you want a chance to win this card. And I am going to see if I can get that other camera to work real quick. Oh, sorry. There's my face. So at least it looks like it is working. Okay. Camera's working again. Yay. Okay. We have 13 people in the drawing. It says we've got like 35 people hanging out just on YouTube. So if you guys want a chance to win this card, I will be mailing it off to you. Go ahead and type into the chat !join on YouTube or Twitch. Go ahead and type that in and for your chance to win. I do still have to put these little olives on there. But first I want to do the sentiment. So let's stamp out something. This is so cute. Alrighty. Let me find a magnet, because I think that my sticky mat probably needs some cleaning. So where's my pasta la vista? So many sentiments. Pasta la vista is right down here. I think I do want to do a second sentiment. I kind of like, I like all of the sentiments. I'm going to go with, yeah, my sticky mat needs some love, and I haven't been giving it any love. I was thinking of just putting them up one on top of the other, like one above the other, but nah, because if I try that, they're not going to be straight and I'm going to have trouble. Okay. Let's go with, well, why don't we just use Weeping Willow? I gotta put that back in there because even the the stamps are new and they are sticky and they were not the magnet couldn't hold it down. Oh, those are going to be cute. Okay. And I did come across, if I can remember where it is, a die set that has multiple sentiment strips in it. And I saw it like yesterday, and now I don't know where it is. Here we go. This is actually one that does the fishtail banners. But I think that'll work good for this. 20 people in a giveaway. So I don't know for sure if this one is still available. I'm assuming it is. But there are a lot of die sets that have got banners. So I think what I want to use is the biggest one. And the reason for that is even though this has got a little tag piece on the end, you can always swap it around and do the fishtail on the other side, which I am not good at doing fishtails without a little help. Okay, so having a die to do it for me is fabulous. I think I'm going to start off with, we're going to do a little pasta la vista. So I'm starting it with that fishtail right there beside the end of the sentiment. And I'm going to use my magnetic magic mat. Let me grab it so I can make sure it stays straight like I want it. All right. So one more try. Okay, that looks good. So now I can just run that through, making sure I don't move anything with my plate. And now I'm thinking it's a little bit off. Okay, that looks good. All the food. So Anne just gifted 5 of you guys memberships on YouTube. Yay. So make sure, Not Afraid of Color, Elaine's Crafting, Whimsical Thoughts. That is fabulous. Thank you so much. By the way, tomorrow we will be live again, and we'll be live in the morning, and we're going to be live tomorrow afternoon. And then tomorrow afternoon at 4:30, we will have a members only pre-show. I'm kind of thinking of doing like after shows also, but I haven't decided how I'm going to do that one because by the time I spend so long with y'all as with just the regular instead of a members thing that, oh, that's just cute. Let's see if this would work without having, I think I do need the fishtail. I do need the fishtail part on it. So I'm just going to grab the die again. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to line it up in my, I'm going to line my sentiment up in it and then line up the end where I want it. And all we're going to do is cut that little bit of a fishtail off. That's all we're going to do. So right to there. And this one is done. You don't have sound. What? What do you mean? Can y'all not hear me? I, of course, miss things. Okay, you guys can hear me. All right. I wasn't sure what was going on. Okay, I'm glad y'all can hear me. So I'm going to line this one up again with the sentiment inside the strip. Just lining it up and then pulling it down so that we've got the fishtail about where I want it. And then, of course, I'm going to have trouble putting it down because my fingers get in the way. All right, we're going to try it again. Actually, that looks like it's about in the right spot. Okay, we're going to just cut that little bit of an end off, and then we will have our other fishtail banner. Dos sentiments. Oh, her phone is on mute. Okay, that makes sense. So I could put this, since this sentiment is bigger, I could put it up at the top. And that's not letting me do the thing. Oh, that's the wrong one. Let me go to the other. Zoom in, please. Thank you. There we go. Sending macaroni kisses and then pasta la vista at the bottom. I think will work better. So we're going to go ahead and add those. Yeah, we're going to do both of the sentiments. This one is bigger though, and I think it fits better in the space up at the top. The other one's smaller and has just enough space down there for it. And it's mostly straight. And I think that doing everything with that 3D embossing folder just gives it a little extra texture that I just think is so fun. Pasta la vista. And there we go. There's our card. And it will smush flat and pop up and sit up on your desk. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. This one turned out so cute. I love it. Okay, anybody else want to get in on the giveaway before I hit the button? Because people are already asking for the button. I think this turned out fabulous. But that's just I'm kind of, you know, at I am kind of biased. Sometimes I love my cards. Sometimes I do. Thank you, Five Cousins. All right, nobody else has typed in exclamation point join in a little bit, so we're going to go ahead and hit the button. So if you didn't win, you know why? It's your own fault. You can't win if you don't enter. And this, again, is just for the folks that are live. I know I'm probably going to get folks in the replay saying, you know, typing it in. I'm sorry, but this is just for the folks on live. So a drum roll. And the winner is Tamara. Fabulous. So Miss Tamara has won. So honey, yes, I got it fixed. I did fix it. So thank you. So yeah, Tamara is the winner for this card. So go ahead and fill out the form. Give me your address and all the things so that you can do it. Why is the form link weird today? It's also in, anyway, it's also in the description on YouTube, so you can fill it out there. So I'm going to say that we are done for the day. I got some other work I got to get done, and now I got a mess to clean up. Yeah, but I will see you guys tomorrow at noon, and I'll pick another one of the new collections to work with tomorrow. What else? And then we will be live again tomorrow night. I don't know what I'm going to be doing tomorrow night yet. But anyway, you guys have a wonderful day, and I will. Oh, let me see if another thing we want to see if it works, because sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Let's go ahead and roll those credits. And now I'm waiting, and it's popping up. It's just slow. Thank you so much for all of the folks that are supporting my channel and helping me do all the things that I do and be here all the time for you guys. So all of these guys are, it looks like we've got a lot of members and YouTube members and Twitch subs. I probably need to still adjust this. And thank you to everybody that was also participating in the chat today. You guys kept it busy, and I missed a bunch, so I'm going to have to go back and read it all again too. So thank you guys so much for being with me again today. You guys rock. I love y'all so much. Thank you so much. And the list goes on and on and on. I love it. We had so many people in here and so many new folks that I haven't seen their names in here before. So thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it so much. We've had so much fun. Thank you so much for being a part of my crafty family. Okay, so we are gonna I'm gonna hit a button and change the thing, and yeah, we're changing the screen. So let me also take this down off of the screen and take that down off of the screen. Things are not necessarily working like they're supposed to. I have to fix some stuff. Anyway, I'm just glad it didn't crash. I thought it was going to crash. I'll be honest. When the camera started messing up, I thought it was going to crash, and both of the cameras went off for a bit. I had to plug them both in, unplug and replug them in. So anyway, I'm glad it didn't. But I will see you guys tomorrow at noon with another fun live stream. If you make anything similar to this, yeah, I always want to see pictures. Of course, I always want to see pictures of what you do. And don't forget, we do have the stream showcase. It's going to happen around 6:30 tomorrow night. We do start our live at 5, but around 6:30, we're going to have our stream showcase. If you want to show off any of your creations, go ahead and pop those in over on Discord. You guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys tomorrow after I hit the right button.